Hello guys, Wally Creeper here, and bit of a strange episode today. Not really got anything planned or anything, but my new headset turned up. It is a Logitech G330 gaming headset, um, and it I think is much better. Um, Done a few test recordings, still figuring the settings out, figuring the mic placement out, trying to get optimum sound. However, I just could not wait to do some recording in earnest with it, and haven't really got anything planned, and we've just come out, done the proper episode. Was uploaded today, so I thought what I'd do is I'd do some bonus footage caving. Not sure if you'd be interested or not, but yeah, I thought I'd give it a go. It's not something I do very much, and that's partly because the quality of my previous mic kind of prohibited me doing it, and also I guess it's not something I feel very comfortable doing. I'm not used to talking and walking, and where are you, Miss? You're somewhere up there. You're quite close. So, I thought, hey, let's give it a go. Have you just fallen down back into that? Ah, you're somewhere. You're going to irritate me. But I wanted to do some recording, and I didn't want to put another episode. Hey, boy. There we go. What's up? Hey! Can you fit through a diagonal? I mean, it's... No, you can't. Ha! You can try your best, but you can't. Okay, so... yeah, I thought... I found these caves while strip mining. That was my strip mine. And they need lighting up for the sake of the mob farm, the mob tower. Have I seriously come without arrows? Roy! Oh, every time. Yeah, they need lighting up for the sake of the mob farm. And, sorry, mic rubbing against my face there. As I say, figuring it out. So I thought, let's go do some caving, although what a nonce coming out without any arrows. I've got tons of arrows at the base. What is about this cave though? And the animals came out two by two apparently. 2 spiders, 2 skellies. Only 1 creeper though, thankfully. The second one would have probably had me. Hey, hello. Come here. Can't believe I found another freaking massive cave system. Right, and we're not that far from being under the spawner at this point. Must only be... what are we? Quick F3. Yeah, 100 blocks? Less than 100 blocks. a lot less. So enough to affect rates in the spawner, certainly when I'm down at the XP trap. And speaking of XP traps, yes, so interesting stuff coming out of the snapshots at the moment. I'll come back there. Hello. Apparently you can get XP for just about everything. What? Not a single spawn? You stay up there. Yeah, so apparently mining ore will now give you XP. Apparently, and that's okay, because mining is an important part of the game. And I do believe you should get XP for more than just killing mobs. And I also agree with dropping the maximum level to 30, although they could have done it the other way around. They could have made it easier to get to level 50. Not sure. I heard that it's a linear progression now through the levels, which to my mind kind of makes me think it's going to sound weird coming from someone who's complained about the XP system quite a bit, but I don't want it to be too easy. I've heard speculation that they're basically the Mojang or Jeb or whatever. Then they don't want people mob grinding, basically. And frankly, giving people the option not to mob grind is great, but maybe it's more that they don't want to force people to mob grind, and that's okay. The thing about Minecraft is, I think personally, one of its great strengths is there are lots of ways to play it. So, if you are a builder, then you can build, and if you're a redstoner, you can design clever mechanisms, and if you're an adventurer, you can adventure, and with the new adventure mode, that's going to be great for map makers, like proper adventuring. But you can still adventure without using an adventure map. Caving is effectively adventuring. I'd consider what I'm doing now adventuring, seeking more dark spaces behind the walls. Seeking places, seeking caves out, getting into scrapes with monsters, and I think that counts as adventuring. Certainly, I think if it's possible to get decent enchants through just adventuring, which reducing the maximum enchant level to 30 is going to do quite effectively. Is that this is all to the good, but it would be a bit weird to just kind of make it really, really easy to get to level 30. And like, for example, apparently you can get to level 30 by smelting 8 stacks of cobble into smooth stone. And the thing about, although I think it currently is too time consuming and too difficult to get to level 50, the current maximum, one of the things about the difficulty is that it's really promoted inventiveness in the players. So, mob farms, flush traps, optimized spawner traps. None of these, okay, some people are always going to try and make things the very best they can, make crazy designs, all of this. At the end of the day, you don't really need an automated tree farm. It's easy enough to chop down trees, but still people make them. However, I think the incentive to be inventive has been a big driving force in the development of the game from the player perspective. Minecraft's one of the few games I've played where you can say that there is a development of the game that occurs independent of what the developers do. So, people like DocM and Etho and not more of these things. DocM and Etho and Azumavoid and Seth Bling and all those guys on my subscription list. Part of what makes them great is the fact that they are developing stuff in the game without modding it, and in most cases without overly taking too much advantage of glitches. That's always part of it, I guess, for the most part. But making really great designs, and I mean, those guys probably would, regardless of any design flaws that make it necessary to make that sort of stuff. But I just think it helps drive the community development when there's a certain amount of difficulty that requires people to be inventive to overcome. So yeah, I don't want, I don't want it to be too easy to go out and get maximum level enchantments. There should be an investment in time or an investment in skill or an investment in creativity in order to get that. And I guess that makes me sound I don't know, maybe a bit snobby about it, but brilliant. But challenge is a big part of gaming, and things shouldn't be given away for very little. I mean, it takes no time at all to mine a load of cobble and bang it in some furnaces, and then you walk away, do some other stuff, come back, and there you go. Go. If you've got an XP farm, yeah, you're effectively playing in the same way. If it's an AFK farm, go and do some other stuff, and then chuck a splash damage, and yeah, levels. But you've had to build something to do that, and perhaps even design it. So for me, that your investment in effort or time or what have you has occurred there in order to make that automated system. So There is probably a spider spawner up there, isn't there? So yeah, I'm sure it will all get balanced out. I mean, generally speaking, I think Mojang do a cracking job with this game. I mean, frankly, it's been released already. There's no real reason for them to keep doing anything. So, I'm happy overall. Just got a couple of concerns that hopefully will be balanced out with the proper release of 1.3. Having said that, there's a lot in 1.3 I'm really excited for. Tripwires seem cool. The new large biomes feature sounds absolutely awesome. My only problem with that is, well, I've already got this world and I don't really want to kill it just so that I can gain big biomes. It seems a bit silly. So, it's one of those where you're really looking at starting a new world in order to take advantage of a new feature, which is a bloody shame, really, unless you can unless there's some way of you can apply it to your existing world, and then in new chunks that are created you get large biomes. But who knows? At the moment, as far as I'm aware, if you try and load your old world up in the snapshots, it actually crashes the game. So but yeah, where were you? That was definitely a creeper. Sorry about that. What was I? Oh, food. I've got armor on. Can't nearly be full, surely. Right. Yeah. What was I saying? Yeah. So new features that I'm excited about. I mean, lots of them. Some new minecart stuff. That sounds pretty good. I've actually had a little play in the snapshot, and we can make very easy stop and start stations. Now we can nudge minecarts, like really easy. And tripwires make auto-starting stations an absolute doddle, honestly. Just have your powered rail thing as you set up at the end like you normally would, that you'd power like with a button or something, and instead of powering it by a button, you power it with a tripwire. So placed so that it activates when you get in the car. Couldn't be simpler, really. So that's good. I must admit there are a number of things I'm thinking of that I'm kind of holding off on until this update comes out, simply because they're going to be better or easier. I may even mechanise the mob tower and turn it into a flush trap, but I'll only be doing that with dispensers and water if I do it. I'm not entirely decided on that yet, but if I do it, it will be using water dispensers. So so yeah, looking forward to those. Lava dispensers promise to make multi-purpose killing chambers very easy. Oh man, am I out of wood? Last torch. Damn it. So very excited about those. You know, you wouldn't believe that I've lit up. And hello, Mr. Creeper, I see you there. Can I get you? Did I get him? What was I saying? Multi-purpose kind of killing chambers, like EMPs, I guess, like the etho mob processors. Oh, inventory's full. You know, you just push a button and lava comes out of one dispenser. Change it round, water comes out. Oh, but I can't find my way out of here now. You know, different button brings water out to drown them. I mean, you know, pretty cool stuff, really. So that sounds pretty good. I may well have to make use of the new dispenser features in the mob farm for different sadistic ways of killing mobs. Always good. And yeah, I think what we'll do is inventory is full, so we'll head back. Is it this way? And I'll call it an episode at that, really. But you can stick with me for a little bit, see if I get horribly lost, or die, or any of the other fun stuff that happens to me quite often when I'm caving. Completely and utterly lost. You see, one day I will learn my lesson and start marking things out properly every single time. I'm really terrible for not doing that. I've been down here a couple of times, in fact. Must be back that way. I'm really terrible for not marking out my caves properly. I do it sometimes, but I don't know. Where's the fun in that? Not getting lost. Trying to think of other things to speak about. I mean, as I've said, I don't. Hello, Skelly Bob. I don't really play. I don't really record in this style. As you all know, if you followed my LP at all, that well, it's just not the way. Not been this way. Tell you what though, it's just not the way I've done the recording. Feel quite uncomfortable talking like this. Just kind of free flowing. I normally have something to say about what I'm building and what have you. So yeah, it's a new experience. Why do I keep on hold of saddles? They're pointless, but I just can't bring myself to get rid of them. Oh, yeah, okay, that's fine. Well, I guess I could continue caving. Is that a baby spider? No. Big fat spider. Hello. Oh, I haven't placed that. It must lighting glitch. I can't really continue caving because my inventory is full. Kind of hoping these join up to something. Oh, made me jump. I must be coming up to half an hour now, and I've been blathering on for all that time. I'm not really saying anything interesting. I think it'd be fair to say I'm just playing with my new toy, the microphone. There's a lot of lighting glitches down here. What's that all about? Yes. Well, I guess you are going to have to wait until next episode to see if I find my way home safely. In fact, I'm definitely going to find my way home safely. Assuming I don't drown. Blip, 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 blip. Oh, that looks... Is that built? Hey. Okay, well let's mark that out. Yep, there we go. Bung that there. I want to remember that. That's possibly far enough away from the mob tower by that point not to be causing too much problems with the spawning, but it seemed pretty laden. I can go back better prepared. But yeah, I don't know if that was an enjoyable episode or not. Whether you'd like to see more episodes of me just walking around and talking rubbish. I don't know. However, feel free to leave a comment. Even if it is, no, do what you've been doing. But yeah, if you did like it, leave me a thumbs up and I'll know to throw an episode in like this every once in a while. Oh, made a couple of changes there. Nothing technical. Yeah, but I've been Wooly Creeper, and I'll catch you next time.